Hello, you guys. Today I'm going to be showing you a 15-minute legs up the wall sequence. And so as we're getting up the wall here, notice we're just going to bring our legs up the wall, hands, arms down by the sides, and we're just going to come to our breath for a moment. Taking those nice deep breaths, sinking into our legs up the wall. Just going over some benefits of our legs up the wall pose. This pose is going to regulate our blood flow. It can alleviate menstrual cramps, relieving swollen ankles. It can improve our digestion, restoring our tired feet and legs. It can relieve backache and calm anxiety. So just sinking in here, breathing into the pose, and just noticing how your body's feeling. Just relaxing here. Just keep breathing, keep noticing. And if your mind wanders, just know to come back to your breath. And so the first pose we're going to go into is our bound angle against the wall. So you're going to slide your ankles, soles of your feet down the wall, bringing the soles of the feet together, feeling a nice stretch along your inner thighs. You can either find stillness here or bring your hands to your thighs and just apply some gentle pressure to increase your stretch if you need some help. So just breathing into this stretch, noticing that stretch along your inner thigh and just relaxing here, coming back to your breath. We'll stay here for a couple more breaths, just slowly breathing in and out. Remembering that your breaths start from the base of your belly. On your inhale, breathing from the base of the belly, working your way up through the rib cage and the chest. And then slowly exhaling. And so from here, we'll bring the feet back up the wall, hands by the sides, or making a T with your arms. And just coming back for a moment, and then we're going to be coming into pigeon up the wall. So we're going to cross that right ankle over top above the left knee, and then we're going to bend that left knee away from the wall. And so you should be feeling a nice hip opening stretch on your right hip. And this can be quite an intense stretch, so just take it slow. Breathing into that hip. And just noticing how you feel, adjusting until you find a pose that feels good for you. And we'll just stay here for a couple breaths. And so we'll take 2 more breaths here. And then we can slowly uncross the leg, bringing both legs back up the wall. Taking a moment here to breathe. And then we'll cross the left ankle over top of the right knee, and then slowly allow the right knee to bend, pushing that right foot against the wall. And just coming until you feel a stretch. You might not have to bend that right knee very far until you feel that left hip opening. So just come until you feel that left hip opening, and then just finding your breath, finding some stillness, noticing how you feel. Taking a couple breaths here, just sinking into our pose. And then we can slowly release the right leg back up the wall, followed by the left, bringing legs back up the wall. And we'll just stay here for a moment, taking a breath. And then we're going to grab our strap or scarf or whatever you have available, wrapping that strap or scarf around the sole of the left foot, extending that foot up, and then pulling that foot with the strap away from the wall, which is going to give us a nice hamstring stretch. And if you're not feeling much of a stretch here, you can point your toes towards your face, which is going to increase your stretch. So just staying in this pose for a short while, just taking a couple breaths here. And then from here, we're going to bring that foot back to the wall and then open that left foot towards the left side. So feeling a stretch along the back of the legs here, possibly the inner thigh. So just taking a couple breaths here, sinking into this stretch. And just taking a moment to notice how you feel here. And if your mind wanders from being in this moment, just know to come back to your breathing, noticing your breath. So we'll come back up the wall with the left leg, and then we will swap the strap to the right foot. And grabbing the strap with both hands, pulling that right leg away from the wall, feeling that hamstring stretch on the right side. Pointing your toes towards your face if you need some extra stretch. And then just taking a couple breaths here. And then we'll bring that foot back against the wall, bringing left hand down beside us, right leg extended down the side of the wall, holding that strap with the right hand. Feeling that leg, back of the leg stretch, and inner thigh. And just breathing into this stretch for a couple moments. And then we'll bring that right leg back up the wall. And then we're going to release the strap, putting it aside. And then we're going to come to a bit of a resting pose here with legs up the wall. But before we do that, we're just going to bend the knees and kind of make some windshield wipers with our knees, putting them from side to side, massaging the low back slightly. And you can also grab your knees into your chest, grabbing the knees and then just swaying from side to side, massaging that low back. And so now we're going to be coming to a little bit of a resting pose to end our session today. So just having your legs still up the wall and just sinking into a relaxed state. And we'll do a little body scan here to notice our body, check in with our bodies. So starting from the soles of the feet, the toes, the tops of the feet. Breathing into these parts of your body and noticing what comes up for you. And then coming down to the ankles, the shins, the calves. Breathing into those parts of your body and just trying to notice if you're holding any tension, and then being mindful to relax and release. And then coming up through the knees to the thighs and the hips. Gently scanning through these parts of your body and notice what comes up for you here. If you find yourself holding tension, just trying to relax and be in this moment. And now coming to the stomach, the rib cage, the chest. Breathing into these parts of your body and notice what comes up for you here. If you find yourself having judgment about these areas, just noticing that judgment and just allowing to let it go out your exhale. And then coming to the shoulders, trying to relax the shoulders, as this is where we hold much of our tension. Coming down the arms to the elbows, the forearms, the wrists, the fingertips. Breathing through your arms down to your fingertips and just noticing a wave of relaxation coming over you. And then lastly, we're going to come to our face, to our jaw, our eyes, our nose, our cheeks, our forehead, and just notice yourself relaxing here. And so now we're going to bring some movement back to our body, maybe wiggling our fingers or our toes, bringing some gentle movement, maybe putting our head from side to side. And then we're going to put ourselves down the wall, coming into a fetal position on our right side. And then we're going to take a moment to bring a hand to our heart. Taking a moment here to just be grateful for your body, showing your body some self-love, thanking it for allowing your body to do what it does for you every day. Showing some compassion and love, thanking your body. And from here, we're going to slowly make our way back up into a seated position and into our comfortable seat, our easy pose. So just getting yourself comfortable here and then bringing the hands to the knees and just allowing the eyes to be closed and just come back to your breath for a moment. And so I want to take this time to let each of you know how grateful I am that you watched this video today, that each of you are unique, brave, beautiful, and imperfectly perfect just the way you are. And so on our next inhale, we'll bring hands to meet at heart center. And we can slowly allow our eyes to open, bringing a soft gaze to our fingertips. And we will end our practice today with a namaste. Thanks, guys.